Hello, people, and welcome to the E&B podcast talk show. I'm Ethan with my co-host Braxton Manning.
Me. Yeah. Yay!
It's a nice early
March morning.
Thursday morning we got here, so yeah, we've been gone, haven't we?
Yeah, that's an understatement. That's
Yeah.
such an understatement.
What about how long have we been gone? Like, when was the last episode?
All I know is that the recording file for the last one was the last one was titled Denver. So whenever we went to Denver last, I don't remember. I don't exactly remember what that recording was. I just remember that Man in the Box was like blaring on it, and then it was turned down, and we were just talking. I don't remember. It said I'd have to look into it. It's been a long time. It hasn't been this year. Last year, probably during the summertime.
Yeah.
It's been over 6 months.
Yeah, but the reason that is we've got school going on, which, as we're in a car right now, that's really the only time we get to record kind of efficiently is in the car here.
Which is sad because all the car noises that you don't want.
Yeah, I mean, at least we're not hauling a drum set this time, which I feel we've done before.
We have. Yeah, it was actually. I actually listened to part of that episode. We were heading to my Ethan's house, my brother's house, to water his flowers, and there was a drum set in the back of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't remember exactly what we were doing with the drum set, but yeah, it was just in the back of the car.
Alright. Yeah, you said watering the flowers for your brother and made me think of me.
Almost dying in the pool.
Yeah, almost falling in the pool.
Did I tell you that cost almost $3,000 to repair?
No.
Yeah, you fell and it broke the pool case thing. And my brother had to repair it, and it cost almost $3,000, $4,000.
I'm glad that's all my fault.
I blamed it on how dark it was outside. And I was like, hey, we couldn't see crap. It was so dark. So yeah, I stuck up for you. Not that it didn't mean much, because whenever somebody's like, you do this for me, and they're like, don't break anything. What? It was an accident.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we've had school. We have track going on, so that's also kind of a thing. And drama, which...
Oh my gosh, drama.
I guess we might as well plug Drama Club. If you go to North Miami, or you know of North Miami, sometime in April we're having the Addams Family musical on, I think Thursday or Friday, maybe one of those 2 days, not those 2 days at the same time. And Saturday and Sunday, I don't 100% know times. That'll probably be revealed later, but keep that up in a later week in April. So,
yeah. I think it's April. Is it the last week in April? April 27th or something like that?
I think it is the last week. By the way, our track meet, that's on, on Tuesday.
I don't like that, because I was going to be like, oh yeah, I get a track meet, and then I get to go, pick up my donuts the next day, and then we don't have school. I was not okay with that being moved. Is that even a home game, or is it a away game?
I'm pretty sure it's away.
No. Our first meet had to be away.
Because we started late. We started quite late.
Gears shifting.
Which I'm glad we did. Because, and I'm also glad that Coach isn't having us do a bunch of conditioning.
Oh my gosh, yes. If Zach C had started this late, there would be no track team left. Everyone would have quit, because the amount of pain he would have put us through is insane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, this episode is going to be probably quite long, because it's been such a long time since we've got some stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
On Ethan's list.
I don't really have much for where
Delaware. Anyway.
But yeah, not really much that I can think of that's happened because I don't know the time period that we've been gone. I don't know.
We released a single.
Yeah, Security has a single out. It's Scratch. It's on Spotify and pretty much everywhere you want it to be. Just look up
Look up Spotify.
Look up on Spotify or anywhere. Scratch by Security, and it should show up. Yeah, it's kind of a brownish tan type of color.
It's wood colored.
Kinda, yeah. But yeah, that's happening. We'll talk about. We'll elaborate more on that later when we have our Security plug. This is just a small one. Splinters is out.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that.
I think you were working on it. That's so long ago.
Yeah,
oh
Splinters is out now. Look up Splinters by Ethan J. I've made 66 cents off of it. Yeah. So, yeah, that's out on only a few platforms, not as much as Security, because I switched distributors. One cost like $9 to make a song, to distribute a song, but that's okay, because it's totally worth it. Like, trust me, it's totally worth it. Lander, this is the Lander shout out. Use Lander. Use Amuse for free. Rest in peace. But, yeah.
Wait, what were you using before?
Amuse. That's what I use for Splinters. I kind of wish I didn't, though.
You can re-release it, right?
I don't want to. I'll just leave it as it is. Anyway, things to come. I think we'll start on our biggest or most upcoming thing, which is spring break. And we're going to Pennsylvania.
We're taking the train to Pennsylvania. I don't know why I chose that tune.
Our spring break, it starts on like the 29th, but we're going on the 31st.
Yeah, we oh my gosh. We leave the 31st of March, and we get back the 5th of April. So it's a decent amount of time. And one of those days we're going to Washington, D.C. And my birthday's during that time, so yeah. Yay.
Yeah, we have 9 days left.
9 days? Oh my gosh.
2 days over a week left.
Yay.
We have a little calendar here that we look off of.
Oh yeah, so if you go to May 18th, May 18th, can you put Thai Hut cleaning down there?
18th.
Yeah, because I am going to work with my brother and his friends.
How's that spelled?
Thai. I legitimately want a calendar just for my car, because I'm literally going to use that.
Yeah.
It's going to be so handy. I got anything coming up this week? No, cool. Everything next week, though.
Yeah.
I took a car for sale.
Definitely is. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to Pennsylvania, we're going to D.C. Nothing extremely planned right now.
Yeah. We are going to... I'm going to see if it's good enough weather and it's warm enough. It's not like freezing. I'm going to see if we can explore the rural... the town that we're going to be. I'm not going to say the town because this is going to be released before we leave. So I don't want people hunting me down. I know not that many people right now listen to the podcast, or the talk show, call it. I just don't want to. I don't want to be trained. I'm keeping my anonymity. No, that's not it. Anonymity. I'm staying anonymous. There's a bigger word that I just don't know how to say. Animosity? No, that's not it.
Anyway. Yeah, so that's Pennsylvania.
We're gonna vlog it.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna vlog it. We're gonna record a lot more than a lot more podcasts and stuff like that. So hopefully I should have an audio interface by then, so I can have
better microphones,
better audio quality, so you can hear us better instead of us just being in a car.
Yeah, I have a microphone clipped to my shirt, so I can drive and talk at the same time.
Yeah.
Multitasking. Who would have thought?
So yeah, that'll be something. After that, Project Derringer.
Yeah.
So, for those who don't know, Project Derringer is a little,
Side thing.
kind of a side thing between Braxton and I. Originally did it to get away from all the
drama.
All the other band stuff that kind of, ends up being a little bothering sometimes, but yeah, we're gonna work on an EP that whole week in Pennsylvania. Maybe a little bit after. I don't know when it'll be released. Probably sometime in April.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Ethan sent me a message and he was like, I'm not going to let myself work on any music writing at all for this until spring break.
Yeah.
I must say, what was I going to say? Oh no. My mind blanked. I was going to say something. I forgot what I was going to say.
But yeah, EP, it's EP. Yeah. It's going to have some live tracks. Some are going to be recorded. And it's mainly going to be acoustic. I mainly want it to be acoustic and stuff like that, because that's fun to work with. But yeah, that's coming up, so stay tuned for that. The Project Derringer Instagram, which I still have, surprisingly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You still have that?
It just hasn't been touched, so that'll be awake.
It is alive.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, is there?
That's kind of it. Oh, what did your dad say about the device that I got you?
He didn't see it.
Oh, okay. So he didn't say anything.
Yeah, but we might as well keep going on with the whole music thing. So this will be into our security plug. So yeah. Security is working on an album. Our band that we're in, for those who don't know. We're working on an album that's set to release in 2025. Yeah. We're hoping to... We've got a YouTube channel as well, just Official Security Band or something like that. So, go check that out, because we're putting stuff on there now. We have an Instagram... official_security band. We got shows coming up soon.
The
Warriorama sometime in May. We don't have an official date just yet, but that'll be revealed soon. Denver Days.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping, that we have enough music that we can perform for.
Yeah.
How much? 40 minutes or something?
Yeah, 40 minutes, I think. For Denver Days, that's in Denver, Indiana, not Denver, Colorado. Yeah, it's in Denver, Indiana. I don't know what days either. Those will come out closer to when. But that's all we have, officially set right now. We don't have anything else.
I must say, you said that you could finally use the Project Derringer, their Instagram thingy.
Mm-hmm.
This trip that we're going on, it allows me to use the E&B Productions YouTube channel that we have. That we never used. It's there. It has I think it has a trailer for a tag. Something that never happened. But we can use that for the vlog.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that. Last thing I really have on here is my brother's plans. More for cloudy skies. Yeah, my brother. You're probably going to see videos on this stuff later, so I encourage you to go check it out. Clouty skies, like clout, fame, wide skies. On YouTube, there's also Cloudy Skies Extra. Just definitely check that out. Or The Life of Cloudy Skies. Yeah, it's not called Cloudy Skies Extras anymore. It's called The Life of Cloudy Skies.
I haven't seen the Cloudy Skies Extras video, because it's not titled that anymore.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he starting this Saturday, the Saturday of the what is the 23rd? Today's Thursday.
22nd.
23rd.
Yeah.
23rd, he is taking a bus to South Dakota to work at Mount Rushmore. Do like parking lot stuff and stuff like that. And then I think in the spring, I think he's moving to
You're going to the Grand Canyon?
yeah, the Grand Canyon. Working there for a bit, and I think eventually he's going to Alaska to work with like sled dogs and stuff, which is pretty cool. He gets to be with huskies. I love huskies.
Which is like in my mind is so crazy. It's because he went from biking half of America to I'm going to South Dakota, Mount Rushmore. I'm going to Grand Canyon. Well, I'm just gonna go pop up to Alaska. I'm gonna hit every state.
Yeah.
He needs to go down to Hawaii next. Like after that, go to Hawaii, work
Yeah.
down there. That he's so hilarious.
Yeah. And eventually when he comes back or something like that, he's eventually going to continue his bike trip down to the East Coast and everything like that. Eventually he's going to do that.
Was he shooting for 2025 to do that, or is it getting pushed back because he's now getting all these different jobs?
I think it was. It might have been this year. No, 2025. Yeah, it might have been 2025.
I was gonna say, I think he predicted it for the summer of 2025 that he would have enough money to continue, like, on with it.
Yeah. That was definitely a big thing last time. A bunch of money problems.
I have this song stuck in my head. It's Jack Black's, like, the Tenacious D, Hit Me Baby One More Time. I downloaded it this morning because I saw it on an Instagram reel, and I was like, I gotta get this song. So I have it on my phone, and I listened to it, like, 4 times, and I was like, now it's stuck in my head. It's giving me...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, update for me. I have a back injury.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I did it. I don't know what I did. I injured my back some way, some form. So yeah, I actually added it up this morning. It literally takes an hour out of my day. It's all spaced out, so it's not like all together like an hour that I have to do it.
Yeah.
But it is an hour altogether. Like, I have to ice for 20 minutes. I have to do a hot pad before I go to bed and after I get out of bed for 15 minutes. I equals 30, so that's 50. And then I have to do stretches, which basically takes me about 10 minutes. That's kind of like do some stretches and stuff. So it's an hour. I have an hour of stuff that I have to do for my back.
Yeah.
Because I told the trainer and I told Coach Raber, because I went up and I went to throw and I got throw a shot put and I got into the position to throw and my back just gave out. I was like, oh, pain. And then that was the first day. And I was like, oh yeah, my back's been hurting. He's like, don't, just kind of stretch it out maybe a little bit and don't do anything for the rest of the day. So I talked to the trainer, and then the next day I went to the trainer and she was like, well, do you want to do the thing today or tomorrow? I was like, let's do it tomorrow. It should have been that day. I should have stayed in there, because after track practice, I was washing my hands in the little boys' locker room bathroom, and I almost collapsed on the floor. Because my back just was like, ah. I literally almost collapsed. I was very close to just falling on the floor. It was very painful, and it hurt a lot. But yeah, I had back problems. Yeah. Oh yeah, so my mom, I talked to her about us going to get snacks and stuff. She says we don't need to get very much since we just ate supper. But I figure what we'll do is we'll go to Goodwill and get some of those. What are they called?
I don't know. I cut the bag in half.
Because she was like, shit, I was trying to explain it this morning, and I was like, I don't know what these are called.
They're like the shape of footballs. Yeah, I cut it in half. It's called something old-fashioned candy.
Clay's,
I guess?
Clay's what does it say? Plays
candy since 1919.
1919, the year after World War I.
Yeah.
But then I figure if we go there, and then we go to Akron, to Dollar General, maybe get a couple snacks there, we can then go and I can get some gas for my car.
Yeah, you can do that in Rochester, too.
Well, I think it just makes sense if we just went. I like Akron's. I think it's cheaper, too.
Because there's Dollar General.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
Rochester,
I'm just saying that I want to get gas in Akron, so, and plus it's on the way home. Okay. So, pop up to Goodwill, grab some candies, and then maybe stop at Dollar General, and then go to the gas station so I can get some gas.
Yeah.
Because I realized I was less than half a tank.
Okay, but there's also another thing. CIY move. We're having another year of CIY. So there'll be more things. Whether that's Podcast Nation or E&B TalkShow, E&B Broadcast, Danny Derringer.
Yeah, who knows?
All
that guy's
stuff.
pretty cool.
Okay, but
it's weird. Okay, I must say, having like a different persona that that is just a whole nother thing is quite weird. Because when I'm like interviewing someone as Danny Derringer, I have to talk to this person like I don't know them. Like I talked to Ethan about Scratch and stuff, and it's like I knew stuff about Scratch. I knew a lot of stuff about Scratch, and I'd already listened to some of the vocal fails and stuff like that. But it was just so weird to ask questions like in the third person, like. That's basically what it was, the third person being like, hey, what was this like? When I know what it was like, I was there. For a while, I wasn't there for a lot of stuff, but I'd heard about it, or I was there for like the little part. Anyway, but yeah, it was kind of weird to ask those questions.
yeah, that was my phone.
That was very loud. I was like, huh? Who's dinging me? Yeah. We'll be back with some more stuff after this break from our not sponsor. That was a great break from our not sponsors.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's another. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway.
I did think of something to talk about though. So I was listening to the fan favorite Distractable podcast that Mark, Bob, and Wade host, and they're talking about Squid Game, like stuff, like games that they would put in Squid Game. And Wade brought up, what is that game called? Mine something? Minefield? No. It's the computer game that you find, like, where I just had it. I was just listening to it and he just said it. Mine detector. No. Minefield. No.
Minesweeper?
Yes, that one. So, Minesweeper. And I was thinking, I was like, so, like, I don't know. I don't know if this is just a male thing, but like when you're trying really hard to do something and you finally accomplish it, that feeling is so good, right? So I was story connected with this kind of like this thing. So, and it has to do with Minesweeper. So I was playing on a computer, or I was trying to find a game to play on a computer, just kind of like just play like Solitaire or Hearts or something. Even though I don't know how Hearts works. And I managed to find Minesweeper. And I was like, I've never been any good at this game. So, I get into the game, and I open it up, and I'm like, okay. And then, like, at the beginning, I'm just, like, clicking stuff and all that, and I'm like, okay, well, this isn't very... I don't understand how this works. And so I look in, like, the instructions, like, how to play and everything. It's like, don't click on the mines. It's like, thank you, Captain Obvious. But it gave me the hint of, like, oh my gosh, what was that?
But, you know.
Oh, that sounded like I hit something or I got hit.
Glad that fell over.
That did not sound good. But, anyway, Minesweeper. So, and it's like, yeah, pay attention to your numbers and everything. So, I'm going to do a quick rundown for those who do not know what Minesweeper is. Minesweeper is a game where you don't click on mines, basically. It's in the title. But...
yeah, there's a big grid in front of you.
Yeah, you got a grid, you click on a box, and it brings out, it'll either bring out a huge space or a small space. And on the edge of the open space that you're in, you have numbers. The highest number I've ever seen is a 4. So it goes like 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if it's a 0, I think it gets rid of that space. So a 1 means that the one block, if there's a 1, that block is connected to one mine. So you have to pick which one isn't a mine. But you also have to pay attention to the number on the left or right of it. If that's also a 1, or it's a 2 or a 3, you can figure out pretty easily which mine is, or which place is the mine, and click on the thing that isn't the mine to open more spaces. So I spent probably 2 hours playing this game over and over and over again, failing. I got to a point where I got just one thing. I had to choose between one block or the other, and I would have won the game. And I clicked on the wrong one, and I died again. So I kept trying, and I was like, I was just starting to think, I was like, man, maybe I can't do this. But then I didn't stop. I just kept going. I was like, okay, it's 3, 4. When the number 4 appeared, I was like, oh my lord. This game it gets stressful once you get down to a certain number of blocks left, and it can become intense. Is it like snow raining? What is happening? Because stuff is hitting my... Yeah, you can see it in the headlights. Yeah, so it's like... You can hear it hitting my car like it's frozen. It might be sleet. That might be it. Anyway, I finally accomplished it. I finally won. I finally got it, and I was so excited. I was like, yes! So the first thing I do is I send it to Ethan.
Yeah.
I took a picture of it. I sent it. I was like, I finally did it! I beat Minesweeper! It was all caps. It was all caps. I was so happy. Oh, that took me about 2.5 hours to do. I was focused. I was dead set on beating that game. And that's what, I don't know if that's just a male thing or if that's just an everybody thing. Testosterone, yeah, did it, hype or whatever. Kind of like a bench and gym, but in a computer game, I guess. But yeah, have you ever had any of those? Oh my gosh, it did. That's hail. That white stuff on the ground, that's hail. It's hailing right now. That's what that is. That's crazy. That is so much hail. Oh my gosh. That's wild. Anyway, have you ever had have you ever have you ever had one of those experiences? You try something really hard and you finally accomplished it.
I don't know. I can't really think of anything specific. But I mean, there's drum stuff, learning songs and playing songs on instruments and stuff, and you finally get it. It feels nice. And then you can do it over and over again. No Excuses on Drum Set by Alice in Chains. Good song. Shake It Off. The drum beat for Shake It Off by Taylor Swift.
Oh, I have a dream idea I want to talk about.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, go ahead.
So, you said Taylor Swift. So, my dream last night, I had a dream. So, we're going to Pennsylvania, right? And so, I had a dream that I was in Pennsylvania. And, I was at my cousin's house. But, before, because my mom was with me. You weren't there. You weren't in my dream. But my mom was with me. And what happened was she was going to take me to a Taylor Swift concert. I was so confused. And, I remember calling you up and being like, hey, I might be going to a Taylor Swift concert. I do remember that. I know I just said that you weren't in the dream, but I remember that now. I called you up and was like, cool, and stuff like that. And then, we went to my cousin's house where we're going in Pennsylvania is really close to Maryland. So we were in Cumberland, Maryland. We went to their house, and we kind of I went into the house, and Austin, Colton, and crew all started playing instruments, like the guitars and stuff, and there was a drum set. So I just hopped on the drum set and started just jamming with them. And and I just remember asking my mom, I was like, hey, are we going to go to that Taylor Swift concert? And my mom was like, no, that was supposed to be yesterday that we were going to go to that. And I was like, oh, okay. But I just remember that. It's weird. It's like, oh yeah, we'll go to Taylor Swift concert. Mind you, I'm not the biggest. I've maybe listened to one Taylor Swift song in my life. It is not very much. I do have another story about men accomplishing things for making them feeling good. So I was with my two younger brothers. I think I told you about this. But we were cutting wood. We weren't cutting wood. We were trying to split it, but it wasn't splitting because a lot of it's dead and just breaking off in shards and stuff. So what we did was we had this really big piece that we ended up calling Big Bertha. And I wanted to get this huge piece of wood on the truck. And so, since we couldn't, just pick it up, we rolled it over to the truck. And then we attempted to pick it up again. We were like, oh, come on. And it didn't work. So we were like, well, what do we do now? We tried so many different, positions to lift it up there. Didn't work. So, what we did is, we have a bunch of old railroad ties. We put two railroad ties down, close together. We rolled it up onto in the back of the truck, turned it sideways, and it was beautiful. It fit perfectly. And we still have that piece of wood, I think, at my house. It's there. My dad uses it to split wood. And it's amazing. It's called Big Bertha. And it felt so good to finally accomplish that. We were all so tired. My shoulder hurt. We were like, yeah, we finally got it! Testosterone! I don't know. Testosterone. I don't know if that's the right word. There might be another word for, happiness or something like that.
Dopamine?
Yeah, dopamine. That word. We're all about science in this podcast. Just kidding. I know so little about science, it's not even funny. But yeah. Yeah, that went weird. I went from dopamine for Minesweeper, Taylor Swift concert dream, and then that. So, you think this is a long enough episode?
Yeah.
You want to end it out?
Not really, but if I have to.
I can end it.
Go ahead.
Alright. This has been an E&B TalkShow episode. Another episode for the Tribunal.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Braxton Manning. I've been not your host. I've been your co-host. I've been the co-host for this episode.
Mm.
And I joined Ethan Johnston for this episode.
Yeah.
So, I must say, until next time, which will probably be pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.